Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be fired over here at Universal Studios Hollywood for some updates. Not only follow me on Instagram or X at the Cali Bet, please subscribe, hit the like button. Fired up! I'm the main host, Mondo. Let's do this. First thing we're going to talk about today is Escapology. Big thank you to them. They invited me to come out and do some of their escape rooms. We had a chance to do 3. It's 7 Deadly Sins, Batman, and Scooby-Doo, and let me tell you, they were all a lot of fun. 7 Deadly Sins was like kind of the scarier one, I guess you could say, and honestly the hardest one. But I recommend all 3 of those. And Escapology, I can't wait to adventure in the other rooms. I think there's 7 in total, so there's still a lot to do at Escapology. The first update I want to talk about is iFly construction area. Just recently we had a lot of brick pavers that arrived. They were all set up in that back area. Well, those are all gone. One thing we do know is that the construction, it goes that way. Because when you go to Curious George on the first floor, you can see that there's construction, or not construction, but there's walls that are blocking us from going in that direction. So is this all connected right here? You know what I mean? One big thing that's been rumored here is new security hub. I don't know if this would essentially be an entrance to the theme park kind of thing. I haven't heard that. I've just heard security hub. One thing that's been rumored a lot is that they want to create the Universal bubble. You know, we always talk about the Disney bubble with their downtown Disney, and you could just go to the theme park, walk right in. Well, in this one, we have our securities at the front entrance, and then you could go in the theme park. But in this case, security would be outside. It would be security to go to Universal CityWalk. That's the future, at least that's what's been rumored. And I think that's a great thing. I like that. One of the best feelings is when you exit Universal, you can just turn a quick left and go right by the globe and then just go to CityWalk, you know what I mean? Instead of all the way around security, go all the way and then go to CityWalk. It's a beautiful thing. So if that bubble gets created, the whole turning left it'll just be like a normal thing, you know what I mean? Last time I was here, the rain cut our trip short, so today's gonna be a more longer vlog. So if that's what you're interested, take a seat, grab a snack. Let's enjoy this. All right, this is the construction that's happening over here at Universal CityWalk outside the AMC Cinema. You know, for as much as we talk about Universal moves fast, they do construction fast. What's going on here? I feel like it's been kind of stalled at this, like in this space, you know? I don't know, we'll see. What's been rumored here, if you're like, what the heck's going on with this construction, has been rumored to be new bathrooms, which that's a great thing, right? That's a good thing. We were just talking about iFly and that being security, rumored to be. This is Woody parking lot, and they are progressing so much that there's freaking walls. Wow. Oh my Lanta. This is crazy. Wow. Looks like there's going to be more right here. Wow. I didn't know there was walls. Well, we'll keep a close eye on this project. They are moving fast. Has anybody got the inside scoop on what the heck's going on with Insomnia Cookies? This has been a coming soon for honestly too long. We actually got information on the pizza place, which is Slice House, that they're going to be here before Halloween Horror Nights. When are they going to be here? If anybody has any info, post in the comments. Looks like it's going to be a very, very busy Universal. It's Grad Bash night. Oh my Lanta. First things first, we got to talk about Halloween Horror Nights' first house announcement. I know Five Nights at Freddy something got announced, but it wasn't a house. This one will be a house, and it's going to be Fallout. I can't wait. I can't wait. But this tumbler arrived, being sold for $27. They also got a t-shirt. It goes all the way to 3X with the ghoul. I can't help but think Gabagool from The Office. I ordered the Gabagool. Also, this interesting piece arrived. This stained glass. It is plastic, but You know, it's supposed to be themed to stained glass. And what happens is you also have to buy these to add it. This one's gonna go right here on the bottom left. This one's being sold for $8. See, that's where it sticks. And then this piece is being sold for $25. Wow. So I had a chance to ask everybody. It looks like these are all IP. So 5 big IPs coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year. Very exciting. I can't wait to find out what this is. Also, too, somebody mentioned this could possibly be like the event t-shirt. You know what I mean? Because they'll have all the IPs, kind of collage of it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So HHN merch is right there. I was walking. Bam! What? All right. I've been at Universal a lot. I don't recall Dark Universe, anything being sold inside Hollywood. This has strictly been sold over there at the Epic Universe store, but that's actually going to change. It's going to become a Mega Movie Summer Event store. So can't wait to see how that opens up. But look, they got the blanket, they got the cup, some shot glasses. Then I got the bucket hat. Oh, they got the hoodie too? Wow. So pretty much everything Dark Universe. Can something come to Hollywood with the Universal Monsters, please? Please. Wow. That's crazy. There is so much Back to the Future merch out here right now. But most importantly, big breaking news. Back to the Future 40th anniversary zip-up hoodie has come back. I feel like I've only like held it like 2 times. This thing sold out so fast. Everybody at FanFest, like the first week or 2, everybody was buying this. Oh, I miss FanFest. I was there at one point. Also, great news. The Jaws Sipper still available. Still available, at least as of today. At this point in time, we don't have a confirmation of Fallout location, but Walking Dead is where it is rumored to be coming this year. We got new details arriving over here at the Parisian Courtyard. We got another HHN update. Wow. Some kind of like rock work happening in the windows.
Oh my gosh. Why would you do that, dude?
Huh. Pretty cool to see that the primer is starting to happen. So maybe this does come to life very soon. All right, let's keep it going. Interesting update. This popcorn stand was actually on the other side over there, but they moved it to look this way. Wow. I wonder why. The last time we were here, we were talking about how far the walls now have been stretched out to this like walkway out here. And we saw the Simpsons behind the plastic over here. I want to ask some questions, everybody. So there's actually some windows that weren't enclosed. Why is that? You see, we got all these other ones. They're like bricked off. Or are they all going to get bricked off eventually? What do you guys think? Why is there some windows that are not? Up next, we're going to do the studio tour because today they close at 5:15. I think because of the grad bash, so early closure.
Soundproof. Their walls are insulated, something called InsaQuilt, which makes the walls about 4 times thicker than the average home. On your left-hand side, you can see Soundstage 11. In there, we filmed the Universal television series for HBO Max called Hacks. It's a film in there as well. We've had a lot of major motion pictures filmed inside of that building, including... It was also used for TV shows like The Mindy Project, starring Mindy Kaling, and Superstore, starring America Ferrera on NBC. As we drive on forward here, coming up on your right-hand side, you can see Soundstage 16. In there, we filmed the UTV series for Apple TV called Loot. Loot is a fantastic comedy starring Maya Rudolph. You know her over there. How exciting! That is a very cool event going on out there. There's some outdoor exhibits. You can see our New York street on shows like American Ninja Warrior. That's what you better with your
pipes were hard, so hard work.
Of the monsters, and then he made this entire wall, painted it just using spray paint. Absolutely stunning. Now, right beyond there, you're also going to see sound stages 32 and 33. That's where we filmed the NBC series Happy's Place. Okay, we got to get out of here. Let's drive, drive, drive!
First opened in June of 1975, and that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal.
Now, as we drive on out of Amity, we're going to take you on down to Old Mexico. You've seen the... All right, we're going to do a take two of it. Hold on. Action. Most successful franchise in Universal's history. In bright yellow, that's Bumblebee from Transformers, and on the right-hand side, that tan chassis is from The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. That's the one that Jonathan drove through all the people going, Emotemp, Emotemp. Now, I know we have some guests from out of town here with us today. If you're looking for a right below that blue screen, there's a large pit. We can see it over on your right. This is what we call Falls Lake. We can fill Falls Lake up with water and then make it look as if the actors are on the 7 seas. Now, the Queen Bee herself, Beyonce, she filmed right over here, floating on what was meant to look like New Orleans for her Formation music video. Okay? Ladies, the 2 drivers and expanded to 7 parks around the world. Now, for 110 years, Carl Lemley has been thrilling.
What an awesome studio tour we had. We had a really great host. We got some great looks. Most importantly, confirmation about the walls going up in stage 15 behind Transformers. That's where the rumored Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be coming this year. So that's exciting. I can't stop thinking about it. We got a great look at Scarecrow, at least the rumored Scarecrow. And then we got a great look at what looks to be Poltergeist. They're already doing the roof and all that good stuff, so that's really, really coming alive. We're gonna take some looks over here at Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, and then head on to the lower lot. We still got a lot to cover in today's video. Up next, we're gonna take a look at Fast and Furious and the current construction of what's going on over here. We got the ride vehicle chilling right there. I'll zoom in a little bit. Just want to showcase the track. We do got a crane that has arrived. Look at that. I don't remember that on my last trip, so that seems new. All right. Could be for that, what do they call that, sound barrier that's going to be going over there? Maybe that's going to start happening. All right, let's zoom in. Look at that beautiful ride vehicle. Wow. I'm trying to make out, are the tires there or they're not there? It's just a piece of paper? Man, we're getting a great look at all the ride vehicle action. Like the mechanics behind it all. And you see it's attached by some ropes. Wow. What a cool image right here. Can't wait for June 13th, Mega Movie Summer event over here at Universal Studios. We're gonna have cannons, the water cannons are gonna be turned on. They're gonna call it the Mosasaur's Roar. So, and there's gonna be spitters added somewhere in the ride. Can't wait to do that. That's gonna be exciting. It's gonna get hot out here. Up next, we're gonna take some looks at the lower lot and all the changes that are going on. Obviously this retaining wall construction. But we're gonna start off with Mummy. So last time I was here, they were painting that backside. At least as of today, there's no details that are visible at all. Here is the facade. They have stopped on that. It's at a standstill. But the one that is getting details is right here. We get a really good look. We saw it from the studio tour, but now we're seeing it from the escalators. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. One HHN update, we got to get Jurassic World extended queue. See what that's looking like. It has been really cool to keep progress on what's going on here on this hillside of escalators. Just want to zoom in. Show what it's looking like. It's still unknown why that's even happening. As I said a long time ago, supposedly it's really for support of Hollywood Drift. You know, it is above the hill over here. Or could it be something more this way? Oh man, I can't wait. Do you think things change down here? What's the fate of Revenge of the Mummy, the ride, you know? Is this going to be here another 10, 15 years, or is Universal going to get the ball rolling and the future is coming here on the lower lot? I haven't been to Jurassic Cafe in a long time, but I just wanted to see what's available. Tyranno Bite. That is news to me. First time seeing that. $16.99. The Carnivore. That one's a smoked brisket. Wow. Look at the French fries. That's different too. We got a salad. Lee Finds a Way. That's pretty cool. Apex Predator. That's a new name for a smoked turkey leg. Evolutionary Wing. First time seeing that. Smoked chicken wings served with fries and creamy slaw. Treacherous Water. That one's a fried fish sandwich with creamy slaw. Petrodactyl claws. Some chicken strips. And then Dino Nuggies. Dude, perfection. Perfection.
This is Dr. Walker saying so long for last time.
Jurassic World the ride had some like funky lighting going on above the T-Rex. Did you guys see that? I was like, what the heck? I've never seen it like so lit up. It almost looked like the sun was kind of piercing through the top, but I don't think that's the case. But man, what a fun ride. Jurassic World the ride. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. It is just so cool to have seen literally from the start all this Fast and Furious construction. Now we literally have a building, completed track. It's just so wild. Also too, over here at the plaza, something that has been added in the recent days, you can actually walk in here and get that close-up look at the How to Train Your Dragon photo op. It's looking all epic. Wow. I've only seen it from a distance, so to like be close to it, it's cool. Want to recreate that moment. Over here at the animation store, there is Tim merch that has arrived from Despicable Me. And then this one right here, look at that. And I found out it's literally a popcorn bucket. It would go right here. What? It's like anything could be a popcorn bucket now. It's being sold for $40 and you do get refills for the rest of the day. It's a popcorn bucket. That is going to be all for today's trip out here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Can't wait to get another announcement for Halloween Horror Nights. Can't wait for the summer event to kick off and just get drenched on Jurassic World the ride. Can't wait for all of that. It's going to be a very, very, very fun summer out here at Hollywood. Thank you guys for watching Fly Fire's YouTube. Smash that like button. We are firing it